Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it might be for you, and welcome back to part 8 of the INTENZ playthrough with Michael. We left off in part 7, having a sleep in the bush. I actually walked away, left it AFK, IRL, to have a quick break, taking a bit of a chance, but it looks like nobody has crept up on us as we were sleeping, and we can carry on inland towards the Millie, making our way inland towards Zelenogorsk, wolf territory now. But at least we're full moon, full water, full food, with some food on us still. And really, the DAYZ adventure on INTENZ starts here when you start getting into wolf territory. If I whiff my shots, get a deep wound, or get woe-boned, if you know you know, it could be all over in seconds. Unless we're close to a deer stand, a little caravan. There's one just up here, actually. If you hear wolves and you can sprint and get up on top of a haystack, a hay bale, and take care of the wolves that way, that's your best bet. If you're caught right out in the open, you've just got to try and hit your shots. Kill as many wolves as you can quickly so that the other remaining wolves will run away. Not only that, we've got the Chads and the players that have dared to venture inland to deal with it. And you know if somebody's coming inland, particularly on this server, they're probably going to have as good as gear as you've got, if not better. But the plan today is, if all goes well, and it's not completely gas still, because we did hear a gas bomb drop 20 minutes ago IRL, maybe half an hour. So I'm hoping it won't be off limits, this military. We're going to make our way across to a deer stand. There it is in the distance. Not going to bother looting that shed, although wire would be... Oh no, we've already got a tripwire. I forgot we'd already made one up. So that could be handy in the future. If we're in a military and we hear a player, could we lay a trap for them? With a little grenade tripwire, that would be nice. But I hope everyone's doing well. This episode should be going out on Sunday. Talking to you, I'm talking to the future as I record this. I'm saying if you're enjoying the series still, and I assume you are if you're watching part 8, let's see if we can get up to 100 likes again on the video. That'd be cool. 100 likes gives me the motivation to keep going. Lets me know that you are enjoying the series. I know we've got a core sort of 500 to 1,000 people that are taking the time to watch the video. Is massively appreciated. And I am enjoying playing INTENZ the way that I think it was intended to be played. We all like a good Novichok, don't get me wrong, but playing it the old survival way, and now daring to go inland, maybe looking for some heli crashes, looking for some actually top tier loot. Could be quite exciting. If we're sent back to the coast, we're sent back to the coast, though. It is what it is. We all like the early life grind of INTENZ, but there's nothing of use for us there. We're very, very close to the military now. I like approaching from this side. You can get through a gap in the fence, and you're basically behind the tech building, the hospital, if you know the layout of this military. Used to be permanently gassed, is permanently gassed on official servers, but on INTENZ, it is not. So there is a lot of potential juicy loot, particularly medical loot, which is obviously fantastic on a server that uses the Tertia mod. Excuse me. Bit of a tickle there in the throat, but eyes on a swivel now. Because of all the juicy loot this place has to offer, we've got to assume, regardless of what the population is really. I didn't check it in between episodes. I just know it's still early morning in the server. But this is going to be a popular place for people to come. So I'm looking to see if I can see any movement. Oh no. I've already aggroed a zombie, that's bad. Anyone inside could hear that. Potentially. Now I've killed him and he's already screamed. I might as well search him. He might have bullets on him. Nope. Oh, I'm really sorry about the frog in my throat. Shout out to Misty. Hope you're good. No loot spawns in there of any use that I know of, so... It is a good place to overwatch the military, though. Oh my god, we've aggroed another zombie from 10 miles away. I'm not going to search this one, because he's going to drop. In a pretty dangerous position. Every door I open now, I'm going to assume there's a player the other side of it. And I may not talk as much because I'm listening out for footsteps shuffling, aggro. Quickly shut that. If it would recognize that I pressed F on the keyboard, that'd be great. See, look at me peeking, holding down the middle mouse wheel as I go past these windows. Seeing if I can see any movement out there. Is that a field vest? Oh look, some military stuff does spawn in this assault vest. What do you call this? The tech building? That's what I call it. Let me know in the comments if you call it anything different. So it is worth looting this. Spawns military loot. I'm going to keep my stabby though, even though the extra inventory space would be great on a server like this. I feel like the stabby may save our life against wolves players. Now we're going inland. Good place for someone to tuck away behind that wardrobe. So I'm always a bit wary of it. There's a bag down here. It might have a bandage in it. Nothing. Army pouch. We'll go to the top floor and we'll have a little look outside because we've got plenty of time in this episode. We haven't got to worry about the server restart for another 59 minutes yet, IRL, give or take. Make sure no one's peeking down from the top of the ladder when you go up here. I'm not going to climb the ladder. But just wait to see if someone peeks over. Chilled zombie down there. Now, when I come here, you can get military stuff spawning in the sheds. I don't go through every single shed. I tend to stick to quite a specific loot route of this military, and we'll try and stick to it today. I'm going to make room in my inventory by eating the peppers. They might as well be in our belly. And if we found an abundance of loot, every square is going to count. Every bit of inventory space. So let's get these down us. Immediately pull the gun out again. So look at the space we've got there. I'm looking at the extra space we've got here now is nice. Just trying to organize it a little bit. Okay. Do a bit of that, do a bit of that. Do a bit of that. Alright, that's about as good as it's going to get. And we're going to check, first thing we're going to check is this military container outside the building. What's that? Tactical shirt. Stick with the hunter jacket for now. Yeah, I might not talk as much because I really want to use my ears. Headset fully turned up now. I know we're making noise doing that, and we're going to aggro some zombies, but... what I'm going to do is not search zombies that are out in the open like that. I'm looking to see if anyone's peeking from the top of the hospital. Oh no, that's bad. We may have aggroed 2 zombies at the same time there. So I'm retreating. We may have to deal with Banana Man first. Oh no, we've got... See, headshot. Headshot, he goes down. Then we're ready to fight Banana Man. And he's pretty easy to deal with. Another skill point, survival. We're not going to worry about allocating that when we're in the middle of a military area. Some people will hug the wall, so be careful. The Geiger counter I don't think is going to be any use to us. Timed that terribly. Heard the other zombie, so I've retreated into the container to let my stamina go up again. Barracks right next to me. Could be someone just sat in a room going through loot. They've heard our aggro. I'm also looking outside the hospital. Can I see any dead zombies? Wary of people maybe peeking the roof. I'm looking down at my feet when I enter the barracks to make sure I don't step on a bloody landmine. I think we're alright for bandages. So I'm probably going to leave them. I'm only going to pick up the stuff that we need. Like sepsis medication, concussion medication. AKM mag is good. The 7x39 round in it is probably better than the mag itself. Barbed wire. Now, does barbed wire spawn in these barracks? I'm not sure. What I would usually do... See, I'm peeking. I'm looking. I would usually loot these containers before going into the hospital. Trying to keep the head on the swivel. Pretty crap loot so far. I mean, this is a hardcore server, so you're not going to get the same loot as you do in vanilla servers. Zombie, aggro, just deal with him quickly. He's already screamed, so I'd taken a shot there that I didn't need to. Got away with the concussion though. Obviously the stab vest and the stab vest and the helmet is helping us even when we get these silly little shots that we shouldn't be taking really from the zombies. Careful of people hugging the rocks, overlooking. That was a rabies, anti-rabies injector we picked up. Now as we go inland we might get bitten by a wolf and it might not kill us. It might not give us a deep wound. Yes, I did just shit myself. And he came around the corner. We've already got some Vagisil. Oh, look at that. Didn't even have a gun in our hands. They would have shit themselves if there was somebody in here then. Let's check this vial. What is it? Ketamine. Nice, but it's not even full, so I'm not going to take it. We've got a saline Dion. Another saline. We're always going to pick these up, because you can heal a stab wound. I'm pretty sure that's for cold or flu. I might be wrong. I'm leaving it. Thalazol, I think, is for upset stomach. NBC gloves, sorry. What I'm going to do is take this IV start kit, and I'm going to put it together with the saline Dion. Oh no. Shit. It's just being gassed while we're inside. Our stamina is piss poor. We could be in big trouble here. Huge. Huge trouble. We haven't got a EpiPen. We've got the pox. Can you believe it? Streetman. Streetman, why you do this? I can't even get up from being sick. Our stamina is zilch. 0. I actually think we're out of the gas. Because my guy's not coughing, even though he's got the sickness. Do you know what bothers me about that? And I've had this, I know I sound like a bitter little bit, sure, but I've talked about it on stream. The frequency that these dynamic gas areas get gassed does annoy me. When we were in part 7, we were about 20 minutes, half an hour into the episode, if you want to watch it back, or if you can remember. We heard this place get gassed during part 7. Now, IRL, I only took like a 3-minute break in between episodes. IRL, that's only about 40 minutes, let's say, from the last time that area was gassed until it was gassed again. Now, when we were in the hospital, we haven't even really been able to pick up any loot. Our radiation symbol has gone from yellow to white. Our health isn't going down. So I wonder, with Tertia, have we got some sort of natural ability so that this isn't game over, the fact that we were caught for so long in the gas then? Particularly because we were throwing our guts up. I picked up that. I didn't manage to pick up a saline. I'll probably keep it. I'm just looking. Sepsis. We haven't got any anti-radiation poisoning. I believe that is a thing on Tertia. I do believe it is. I want to keep these in the pocket. In the bag, sorry, so they're protected against zombies smacking us. Eating the shit out of us. But I do also believe there are other parts of this military that we can loot. It's not all gassed. Now, hopefully we don't... have they fixed the bug? I know after the last release, a place could get gassed, but then the gas would disappear on your screen. You wouldn't see that green cloud, the telltale signs of a gas bomb, and you could just walk into it and your character starts coughing. I mean, a pretty nasty bug, let's be honest. Hopefully that's been fixed. What I'm doing is just heading up and away from the area that's being gassed there, down to the hospital. See, that looks like it's disappeared, the gas. It looks kind of cloudy, but more of a white cloud rather than the green. But yeah, that's a shame. We could have missed out on some nice things in that hospital, and also some of the barracks and military containers around the hospital. There are some military containers and barracks over here that we can loot, though. It's outside of the gas. So we're going to carry on, even though we've got the radiation symbol on the HUD. We're not dying. We're not dead yet. Yet. Tell you what I will do, though, is keep on top of all our vitals by drinking our water. I just noticed our water's gone chunked. God, soon... The perils of travelling inland, eh? It wasn't wolves, it was a gas attack that got us. Has it signed our death warrant, though? Let me know in the comments. Timestamp it if you like. 18, 19 minutes in. So you're not cheating. Will this kill us? Or did we get out in time? Because it's dropped from yellow to white, I feel like we're recovering from any poisoning we took. Oh my god. We might not recover from the heart attacks these zombies are trying to give us, though. Jesus. Oh, we have got a survival point to use as well. Don't forget about that. Let's see if we can get inside the barrack and use it. Being wary that someone could be around, of course. Another zombie's onto us. Full on onto us. While he before he starts bashing the door in, I'm gonna deal with him. Wow. Sometimes it takes 2 hits with the combat knife, other times it takes more. How bizarre. As the song goes. Survival. Cold resistance. Well, it is going to be winter soon. I might just take that. Checking for landmines, checking for tripwires before I just bowl on in. AKM mag empty, damaged. Ooh, a second grenade. Come to me. Come to me. It means we can lay a tripwire and walk away and forget about it. And we'd still have a grenade on us to actually use in a fight. Oh, you can still see the gas. It just doesn't look as green as it used to. Or am I tripping? What do you think? There's a flashlight. Oh, is that a surgical? Yes, field surgical kit is amazing. Absolutely amazing to have. You can stitch yourself up with those other little ones. Oh no. I think there's 2 zombies here. So we gotta put this one down real quick. Another one around here? Or is it just him making a big old noise? Fuck, I thought I saw a player then, excuse my French. I'm just not going to empty the ammo for the sake of it. I don't want to spend too long in this military area. What do those Geiger counters do? Anyone got any ideas? Let me know in the comments if you know. Well, this guy's got a head torch on. We've already got a head torch that's worn, but we'll take your battery, sir. There's a Saiga mag there with some rounds. I'd probably take a Saiga. My pants, medium. The ones we've got on have more space. Let's kill this zombie. It's gonna be getting some more strength points. Alright. Let's get out of here. The grenade is nice. We picked up some bits and pieces. We also picked up radiation poisoning. Beautiful. The idea is to move on to the town itself now, Pavlovlovo. It has got a hunting store. It has got a well. There it is, the town. Has it got any bases, though? I mean, I could have gone down that way, and there is a police guard shack. There's another one at the top there as well, with a couple of military containers. But I feel like we've already overstayed our welcome at the Millie. We've come out of it with some radiation poisoning, which is not ideal. Eyes on a swivel, because we're in the middle of a field. That's why I'm sprinting at intervals. And like I say, you've got to feel like there's more chance of running into players now. We're heading towards the juicy loot areas of the map, the more inland we go. Heli crashes can be prevalent on the west of the map. Oh my god. That was either a runner, a player, or a zombie going towards a player. It was probably just a runner, but you can never assume that. So we're going to assume that was a player. I think it was this runner here. Yeah. Shouldn't have stood still in the field like that then, but just wanted to make sure it was a Karen. I always try and look into the distance. Some people will like to make bases in the houses that are on the edge of the town. The church is quite a popular location for a base as well. Get the CQC weapon out. And as you can see, I'm just avoiding all the houses. I don't need to loot them. I'm only going for the specific POIs of the town, which is the well and the hunting store. There's also a little farm over there in the distance. People like to base off, and then they could come back into town. So yeah, you really want to be on pins, really. High alert. I mean, you should always be on high alert in DayZ, but even more so. When you've got to fight the zombies, Get them done quick. Try and keep it to 1s, 2s maximum. Church doors open, suggesting it is not a base. Few zombies around the well. Taking a chance here, crouch walking, because you make yourself a real easy target for a sniper. Baseball bat. Doesn't look like there's much in here. We're going to have to take the priest out. Pretty sure. Oh, this one's here, this as well. It's not looking for us. Are you dumb? Are you dumb, sir? My goodness me. Risky business, but I always feel like when you're this close to the well, you've had a little bit of a look around. Someone could just run out of there and blast us now, but I'm like, just take a bottle. Oh, have we not got the stamina to get over the wall? Wow. Okay, fatty. There's our hunting store. Drop loot over there. Is that a dead chicken? Someone's killed a chicken, bro. And just left it where it is. Oh, man. Cut by the zombie. Of course we were. So now we're on double high alert. Someone's killed a chicken and just left it there, so they've probably killed it just for the points. Hunting points. However few you get. Someone's around, or they've been through anyway. No dead zombies, but the dead chicken is a real worry. I'm looking up at the top of that attic window, see if anyone's there. You know, were they going to kill it and then start getting stuff for a fire to then cook it? They couldn't carry it, you know? Inventory space. Could be people with a base at the farm. Battered hunter boots. Is that really what we came in here to loot for? Wow. Head on a swivel. Zombie has seen us. He's going to probably follow us into the woods. See that road there leads down to a place where people do enjoy making bases. I don't even know whether I want to check it out, to be honest. I might just stick to these woods. And what I'm doing is I'm heading for a lonely attic house which leads away from the town and up towards Zelenogorsk. People, believe it or not, do like getting fires there. Just before they get into the real danger area of Zeleny. Or Zeleno. So I always check this house out with a lot of caution. We're probably going to only get to overlook Zeleny. And Zeleny would be the next episode, unless we keel over of radiation poisoning. I'm very aware that symbol is still there. But we're not dying. We're not taking any hits to the health. So we'll crack on until we can do it no more, really. It's a bit of a wide open field between here and Zeleny, and I can't tell you the number of times I've been attacked by wolves with Zeleny in sight, and I've had to sprint down to take shelter from the wolves, giving away my position, you know, losing all elements of surprise. They love it, the wolves, giving you away when you're right on the brink of sneaking into Zelenogorsk. I've gone a little bit off the beaten track, but I know, I'm pretty sure I know my way from here to get back onto the main road, if you like. I'm also scanning the skyline, the top of the trees, in case I can see smoke from a heli crash. So we would 1,000,000% divert to one of them, particularly on a hardcore server like this, which gives up its loot begrudgingly. In between two tree lines, I'm just going to sprint. We're not desperate for food yet. I know of some fairly decent areas to fish if we do get desperate. I can see the main road again now. I think there's the house. There you go. It's not starting to rain again, is it? I don't think so. But if we came around here and we saw smoke coming out that chimney, I wouldn't be surprised. Or if we saw a player run and leave now via the back door. I'm looking for zombies, because 2 or 3 zombies like to hang around this house. Can't see any. Immunity's gone up as the radiation symbol goes away. Congratulations if you've put that in the comments already. Words to the effect of, nah, you'll be alright. Because we are alright. We've shaken off the radiation poisoning. I'm going to put that point in my immunity now. If the zombie leaves me alone for long enough. Look at this. Chemical poisoning resistance. My god, we're going to take that one. And we're also going to take fast sleep, I think. Intoxication. Iron mind. Actually think iron skin would be better. Especially as we're going into wolf territory. Might have less chance of getting the deep wound from a wolf. Slight less chance. Probably going to have to deal with the zombie bear then. Yeah. Maybe a couple. Yeah. Oh no. That was bad. Luckily we dealt with the zombie quickly. Took a couple of shots there that we shouldn't have. Just checking my stuff is okay still. If we needed to fix anything up, now would be the time before we're in the open fields on the way to Zelenogorsk. Now I think there's a deer stand at the top of this hill. But we are going to be super open now to snipers. If they want to sit in a tree. Whoever killed the chicken back there, they're ahead of us. Is there a base down at the farm down there? They could be heading to do a Zeleny run and they could just come out at any time from that direction, you know. I think the deer stand is further along the tree line there. We're probably not going to go for it. I may be thinking of a different deer stand, actually. The more I think about it, I may have got that tree line wrong. Anyway, moving on. We're still okay for food. We're not desperate yet. The second we hit yellow, then I'll start panicking. I will not be, well, not panicking, but I'll be making adjustments. I won't be sprinting at all unless it's essential. Wolves, players, real bad spot with zombies. And I would be on the lookout straight away. Where can I fish? The more inland you go, you're going to need to know where you can fish. Again, bring up I Survive if you're new. Don't feel shamed into doing it off your own back. If you're new, you're new. Bring up I Survive. Look for those streams. Look for those lakes, those ponds. Get a bit of fishing done. We know if we catch 3 fish, we've now got Sushi Master 2. The fillets will give us enough from 3 fish to push us from yellow to nearly white, nearly full white apple again. Certainly white chunked. But I think if we can stay white chunked before we go into Zelenogorsk, it will be enough for us to be able to get around the military and the train area. If you know Zelenogorsk, you know the train carriages can spawn real nice loot. There's Green Mountain. Obviously, you've got the main barracks where the camo is, the prison. And here it is. Here she is. Zeleno. Now, you could avoid Zeleno altogether and just start heading across towards Moschino. There you go. Wolves. What did I say? I'm sick and tired of scripting this. This is not the script we talked about, Trick. How many times? I've even called it this episode. I've been approaching Zeleno. I literally am in this spot now, looking down on the town, and I hear wolves. And we're going to get attacked on the outskirts of one of the most dangerous towns in Chernarus. Giving away our position, obviously losing all element of surprise. And be wary. Look at this. Be wary of the wolves that just run up on you. As soon as you hear that... Woo! Oh, is it a single wolf attack? I mean, that would be huge if it is. But we've just given away the fact that we're approaching. But rather that than a deep wound or instant death, yeah, keep looking behind you, because once you hear that first howl, the first attack then can be imminent. Let's get this reloaded. We didn't use many bullets, which is good. We put the wolf down before it could tag us. But yeah, anyone down in the military now knows someone's about. That's a shame. Big shame. What have I used here? We didn't have any space in the hunting jacket. Am I dumb? Oh shit, I didn't realize we had a spare magazine. I honestly didn't realize we had a spare magazine. Yeah, all element of surprise gone. Yeah, the spare magazine is damaged, but still. It's good for a wolf attack. You could spray the whole mag and then put the next one in. That's very good. Let's just go down to the military then. We've only got 20 minutes left on this episode, though, so I'm almost tempted to make Sunday's episode 8, slightly shorter than normal. I mean, we've had a gas incident and a wolf attack, so at least something has gone on today. And then make episode 9 a full Zelenogorsk episode, looting all that juicy millie. Do you know what I want to do is go far away from town as possible and look back down with the rangefinder. If we see zombies, we would know there's a player down there then. Maybe we record episode 9 straight away then. IRL. See if we can get into some shenanigans. This would be a good place to log off though. The barn. How far away are we? Is anyone on to us already because of the shots? 300 sees. We're not quite 350. Any zombies down there might be ours. Very, very likely to be ours. I am aware we could get shot from another bush at any minute from someone who was already overwatching. See that zombie? He's 400 odd away though. Door to the camo is closed, the prison, whatever you want to call it. Just keep scanning for a bit. See if we see someone's little head bobbing about. That zombie could be ours. We're still 300 away. Not many people, unless they're like really thorough loot goblins, would loot anything other than the medical. There is a PD in town. And the military, obviously. I mean, the fire department could be of interest for NBC and warmer clothing, fire axe. Depends what your gaming style is like, what you like for your drip. Will weigh you down quite heavily, the firefighting equipment. So be wary about that, but it's great for the winter. Gives you good protection. Quite a lot of slots as well for the old inventory. Throwing up a 40-odd minute episode, people might think we die in this episode. Maybe we still do. I can't see any movement. So I am pretty tempted to log off in the barn behind me. Call this an episode. It's been fairly eventful, the gas in and the wolf. But next one would be a good one then. A full Zelenogorsk assault. We go down there. Again, it's a part of the map that can be dynamically gassed, so I would be very tempted to loot this military first, because if the gas bomb drops and we need to leave again in a hurry, we can always then wrap around to the medical and loot over there. And if we feel like creeping up to the PD, we could loot that as well. Maybe you're quite new to DAYZ still and you're not really familiar with Zelenogorsk. So we could try and show you as much of it as possible before running into a squad of 3. But I'm pretty sure no one's down there unless they are ridiculously stealthy. So with that being said, let's try and get into this barn before we get another wolf attack. Full moon still for the sleep. So we will be able to loot without prejudice. Shouldn't get too hungry either. Always check behind these hay bales for stashes. People like to leave stuff there. And that's where I always log out when I come in these places. I wonder if it would be raining. There's a possibility of it not being raining when we log in for part 9. So it would be nice to dry these out in advance so we don't have to do it down in the military, waste time, possibly get gas bombed again, where we'd have to scarper. Not having an EpiPen is a shame, because when them gas bombs drop, if you can pop an Epi and just run like the wind, it's got the obvious benefits. Should be able to rinse all this out down to damp, and it may be enough to get us back up to white temperature. We don't want to be shivering in the military, see, giving away our position. If we hear someone come in and they haven't seen us, we want to ambush them. That'll give us away unless we're holding our gun ADS. Pretty sure the hip fire stops you shivering as well. If you've made it this far through the video, I'm hoping you've already dropped a like, but if you haven't, let's see if we can keep ploughing towards 100 likes per episode. Especially if you're looking forward to episode number 9 being a full assault on the town itself, the infamous town of Zelenogorsk. Thank you very, very much again for all the support for the series, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out. Bye-bye.